All right, let's get right into it. Welcome, seventh graders, to today's History Explainer. We're traveling way back in time, leaving the hot desert sands of Arabia behind to discover glowing golden domes, massive ancient cities, and some of the absolute greatest empires in human history. But before we pack our bags, I've got a massive history mystery for you. Did Islam really spread just by battles and conquests? We hear that myth a lot, right? But is it the whole truth? Let's find out. Produced by Waqas Ahmed Shah, educator, AI agents, and automation builder for educators, traders, and startups, Karachi, Pakistan. Okay, so here's our journey for today. We're going to uncover the true story of brave desert traders, incredible golden domes, and giant libraries that literally changed the world as we know it. First up, time for a huge mythbuster. A lot of people think this civilization only grew through armies. But the reality? After the year 632, under the first four caliphs, Islam actually spread largely through ancient trade routes, people migrating to find fertile lands and peaceful missions. They even sent official missions all the way across the world to the imperial court in China. How cool is that? Let's look at how incredibly fast this all happened. In 632 AD, we have the era of the four caliphs. Then, by 660 AD, we see the rise of the massive Umayyad Dynasty. And just a little bit later, in 750 AD, a huge revolution brings in the Abbasid Dynasty. So in just over a century, a desert religion transformed into two world-shaping empires. Part 1. The Golden Umayyad Dynasty. When a leader named Muawiyah took charge, the empire expanded massively, reaching all the way to North Africa, Central Asia, and even Spain. Now, you might be wondering, how do you control an empire that incredibly big? Well, the Umayyads were brilliant organizers. They made Arabic the official language everywhere, so everyone could easily communicate. They set up an awesome international postal system using super fast riders on horseback, and they minted the very first Arabic gold and silver coins. And to give you an idea of just how wealthy they became, think about the number 100,000. That's how many gold coins were melted down just to cover the magnificent Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem, which was built by the Umayyad Caliph Abdul Malik. Imagine a building shining so brightly in the sun that you could barely even look straight at it. But you know, all good things eventually come to an end. So why did the mighty Umayyads fall? Well, they started living a very luxurious, wealthy lifestyle and acting way more like kings than religious leaders. They kept all the power locked up in just one family, which naturally made other families pretty jealous. And believe it or not, they actually stopped inviting new converts because they wanted to keep collecting a special tax. Eventually, the people got angry, and the Umayyads started losing major battles. Part 2. Rise of the Abbasids. Right, so in 750 AD, the Abbasids took over. And instead of just focusing on expanding borders, they focused on expanding the mind. The second Abbasid Caliph al-Mansur decided to build a brand new capital, Baghdad. And he built it as a giant circular round city. Just picture this for a second. An inescapable fortress with huge outer walls over 30 meters high, a 20-meter wide ditch, and 360 watchtowers. Right in the very center sat a magnificent golden palace with a shining copper dome. But the absolutely crucial part is what happened inside those giant walls. Under leaders like Harun al-Rashid, Baghdad sparked the golden age of Islam. They built a massive university called Bait el-Hikmah, or the House of Wisdom. It attracted brilliant scholars, poets, and scientists from all over the world, literally making Baghdad the intellectual capital of the entire globe. And their wealth? It was basically like a modern billionaire's vault. Baghdad's markets had slaves from India, furs from Siberia, and peacocks from China. They were so advanced with international trade that they actually invented the first banking checks, called sak. Their courts were absolutely overflowing with jewels, millions of gold dinars, and thousands of silk coats lined with fur. All right, let's do a super quick recap of this incredible journey. Number 1, trade and migration, not just battles, connected the world and spread new ideas. Number 2, brilliant leadership and organization built massive connected empires. And number 3, a deep love for learning sparked a golden age that changed science and culture forever. Before we go today, I want to leave you with a massive historical question to think about. Which do you think had a bigger long-term impact on history? The Umayyads' massive territorial expansion or the Abbasids' incredible focus on learning and knowledge? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow so we can uncover more history mysteries together in our next explainer. See you next time.